And today, this was gonna be what if Naruto was betrayed, and let's go. Just let y'all know, I will be in this one. Like, I will have my own character in this what if, so yeah. So, Naruto is, so, like, it starts off with the mission that they had to do with Zamuza in it evolved. Like, they completed that mission and all, but Naruto was left behind because, yeah, plot or something like that, I don't know. But Naruto was left behind because that was Kakashi's mission. It was to do a mission and leave Naruto behind. So Naruto goes back to the Leaf because I'm just gonna say he knows how. And when he gets there to the gates, they tell Naruto that he can't get in. He's not allowed in the Leaf. They banished him out basically. Like, yeah, so they banished basically Naruto. So so Naruto was like, okay. So like Naruto was just in the woods, like training. This is when like I come up to him. I'm gonna show you what I look like. This is what I look like, but hold on. Let me show you another picture. This is what I would basically look like as a kid ninja. So yeah, I'm I'm so I've basically been watching Naruto for like a little while, and I finally go up to him and ask him, "What are you doing?" He says he's training, and I'm like, "Training for what?" He says he's training to become Hokage. So I'm like, so I say, "How you gonna train to become Hokage if you're not in the village?" So he's like, uh, wow. Then he says, "Well, I guess I can't become Hokage because I basically got banished from my village, but now my goal is to become the most strongest ninja shinobi in history." So I'm like, okay. So I say, "Can I train with you too?" He says, "Yeah," and we start training together. This is when like this is when I tell Naruto that I know this guy who's a swordsman, and like he's a swordsman and he can help us train more. Hold on. And he also knows a couple jutsus as well. And he's like, okay. I'm gonna show you guys who that guy is in a minute. Let me just. Okay, yeah, so this is basically the man that I said I was talking about. This is him, and he is training. And I tell him that, oh, can you train me and Naruto to become better ninjas? And he's like, fine. But, but then he says, you better be prepared because you'll be training really hard, and and you'll, and by the time I'm done with you, you'll become strong ninjas. And we're just like, okay. So, like, a half of a year, like a half of a year has passed, and I would say like I pick on things pretty quickly, and like since Naruto doesn't really pick on that many things quickly, I explain it to him. So yeah, so that way he can pick up on it really quickly. So yeah, Naruto, uh, Naruto, like he did meet the nine-tailed fox before, and like me and him have, and I'll say like I also have a tailed beast. Like, hold on, let me show you what the tailed beast look like. Okay, guys, this is what the wolf looks like. It's basically a galaxy wolf. Now it is a tailed beast, like, but it's not like a part of the Ten Tails or whatever. It's been around for like centuries. It's basically the universe wolf. It and like people have seen it, and someone was able to like control it. So before that can happen, they sealed it. But when they did seal it, it was inside of me. So yeah, this is basically the wolf that's sealed inside of me. Yeah. So yeah, I have the Galaxy Wolf, which is the strongest beast, in existence, and Naruto has the not the 10 tails, the 9 tails, which is the strongest tailed beast in existence. So he trains us, and yeah. So like by the time, this is when me and Naruto were training, and we're fighting this guy, and but it's Naruto, like Naruto alone. He's only fighting him, and Naruto wins. And this is when it's me, I win, but I win using, how I won was, I used, I basically used this thing right here, the first one, right here. That's how I won against him, because I put him under a genjutsu. So yeah, I basically put him under a little genjutsu, so that way he's kind of confused. He's confused, but he still knows. Like he could break my genjutsu, but he chose not to. So yeah, and like I basically won. Like yeah, so I won. This is when he tells me and Naruto to attack him together. We win again. And then this is when he tells us to. This is when he tells me and Naruto to fight. Naruto uses the 10 tails chakra, but I'm not gonna use the ten tail. I'm not gonna use the wolf. The Galaxy Wolf chakra. I'm only going to. Well, he doesn't really have chakra. He uses power. He's basically the universe itself. He just uses his own power. So this is when I use this one, the second one right here, this one. And this one, it's basically like, this Sharingan helps me to shape the world in any form I like. So to Naruto, it looks like to Naruto I'm bending the world around him, but for me, everything is okay. That's what I'm basically using. So this is when he's just saying in his mind, they're doing good. Oh yeah, and just to let you know, we both have swords. But the swords he gave us, like, this guy, he works in cursed jutsus. Like, he uses cursed jutsus. And I'm not talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, he just works in cursed jutsus. That's it. With cursed swords and all that. So yeah. He gave us both a cursed sword with very powerful things. And this is when Naruto takes out his sword and he fuses the 9 tails chakra with it. And he's like 10 times more powerful. And I'm still not using my sword nor my beast chakra yet. Power, not chakra. And sorry. And this is when Naruto, like, he's basically going all out on me to try and win. This is when I take out my sword and I use my tailed beast power, and I just immediately one slash Naruto, but I don't kill him. It's just basically an illusion that makes it look like I killed him. So yeah. That's how it basically goes. And this is when Naruto is this is when Naruto says, "Oh man, I got defeated by you again." And I'm like, "Naruto, you're never going to beat me." And Naruto just says, "Don't worry." He says, "I am going to beat you one day. Believe it." And I'm like, "Okay, we'll see about that." So yeah. And I would say, like, oh yeah, but just to let y'all know, like, what about like Gaara's thing? I'm gonna get into that. Like, I will be getting into that, like, in a few. So yeah. So he says, like, "Oh, y'all trained for enough and all that stuff. So it's time for y'all to, like, part ways. Like, y'all gotta go y'all separate ways of journey to become stronger." Now, obviously, so this is when he tells us to go to these two separate places and make, like, one is the left. I go to the left place, and Naruto go to the right. So yeah, and actually, Naruto goes to the left, and I go to the right. He tells us to go to these separate places, and Yatu make a name for yourselves. Like, become stronger and make a name for yourself and know that. So yeah, this is when we go our separate ways. Like, he has taught us some jutsus. A jutsu that helps us, like, you know how people call Kakashi the copy ninja? He taught us a jutsu like that, but we don't have to use no Sharingan. All we have to do is look at is like is do a jutsu we have to do a certain jutsu, and once we do we will be able to copy whatever jutsu they do. So yeah. Oh yeah, not just that. I'll say like, yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, and if you want Naruto, like, he still has his parents still are like Minato and Kushina, but like my parents they dipped. My parents dipped. That's it. So yeah. Sorry. So yeah. This is when oh yeah, but I am like half I'm half I am half like I'm half Uchiha and half something else. I don't know, and half of like my mom was an Uchiha, but my dad, like, he was in a whole another clan. Actually, my dad, he was like in Uchiha, but my mom, she was in a whole another clan. So yeah. So yeah. So that's how I get, you know, these jutsus and like how they work, kind of. So this is when, like, I'm going my way and I bump into Madara, and he says, "Oh, sorry, kid, for getting in your way." And I'm like, it's no problem, but I really need to go somewhere. So yeah, so I just leave Madara alone because, like, I'll let y'all know something. I am strong, but I'm not strong enough to defeat Madara yet. But like, I am kind of close to his level. And Naruto, he goes to like his separate ways, and like a few months have passed. We have had a couple other senseis than this guy, and they've been teaching us dujutsus. I mean, not dujutsus, jutsus, and like what we can use. And this is when like people see Naruto as like kind of like as Minato. So they say, "Oh, do you know something called not do you know something called what was it called again? Dang, the Rasengan." And he's like, "No, but." He tells him no, but so he then says, "Oh, we're gonna like train you to use it." Cause I'll say like Minato, he has shown other people like how to use the Rasengan and stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah. So if you're wondering like what happened to me, so yeah. No, they call Naruto like Naruto has saved some people. He saved some people, but he doesn't, and he can kill, but he doesn't really like to kill people. Like, he killed a few people, but yeah, he doesn't really like to kill people. They call him they call Naruto, they kind of call Naruto like the Sun Fox. Like they call him, they call Naruto the Sun Fox, and like he attacks you in the day and also the night. So, and the only thing you will be able to see is his red eyes and the mask. So, well, so if you see this man, like, run. Just don't even try to fight him, just run. Sorry y'all, that was just my sister to bring my 1-year-old sister here. So if you hear any noise, just know that that's my 1-year-old sister playing with stuff. Sorry about that, guys. So, yeah. Naruto,
Yeah.
thank you. So Naruto is playing with Naruto. He's just like, playing, playing with the ball, and they call Naruto the like red eyes. Like that's what they call. That's what they call Naruto. They call Naruto red eyes, and for me, they call me well. They call me Naruto is a mask, but when it's it's like Obito's mask, but like but you can see two of his eyes. You can see his two eyes. That's why they call him Red Eyes. But they call me the one-eyed king. That's what they call me. I'm not getting that from Tokyo Ghoul or anything. I'm just saying they call me the one-eyed king because I also because for me, like, I have a mask, but you can only see one of my eyes. Like, that's why. So yeah, sorry about that. So like, yeah, they call me the one-eyed king because yeah, but unlike Naruto who attacks like in the day and in the night, I only attack at night. Like, I only come out at night. That's what people say, but I do like a few stuff in the morning, but they say like they do know I will attack people in the morning, but like when they do, they say like when they sorry about that, guys. When they well see when they when they say I attack in the morning, they say like it's usually rare for me to attack in the morning. So yeah. So this is when Naruto is with his so Naruto is like he's just in a village. He's in the sand village passing by, and he sees Gara, and he's like, hey, and he tells Gara like, hey, and all that stuff. So yeah, and and like and they ask like Naruto. He asks Gara if he would like. Naruto asks Gara if like oh, we're both like Kyubis, so like let's get along, like let's be friends. And Gara, he feels like a connection towards Naruto because there's someone else out there that like feels his pain. So yeah, what are you doing, bad girl? What are you doing? Put it back. Give me it. You bad girl. So this is when Naruto then. This is when Naruto tells Gara that he has another friend who is me. He's talking about me, and like he's saying I haven't met him in a long time, like and stuff. What are you doing, bad girl? And he tells him, and people like they have been wondering what would happen if me and Naruto were to fight. Give me it. No, that. Give me that. Aaliyah, give me the kiss. Thank you. Give me it. No, give me the candy. I don't want that. Give me that. Yes, give me it. Give me it. You bad girl, give me it now. I'm about to smack you. Give me. Want me to open it for you? Alright, fine then. So Naruto is telling him about me and how and he's wondering how strong I got, and since people have heard about us, they are wondering who will win in the fight, me or Naruto. But it's obviously gonna be me. So yeah. Stop it. Come here. Let's go. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just had to do something with my baby sister. Hold on. Go. Go. So, Naruto was with Gaara, talking about me, and this is when and I'm just in the woods. Naruto is in the sand village, and we hear about the tuning exam, and we're like, you know what, we're gonna go. So yeah, but I know that the only way I can be in the tuning exams if I'm in the village. So this is when since I hear that's gonna happen in the Leaf Village, I'm like, let me just go to the Leaf Village. And this is when the day of kind of the tuning exam, Naruto he comes with Gaara and his siblings, I guess. And I'm there too. People are looking at us saying, "Oh, that's Red Eyes," and this is when Naruto hears the One-Eyed King, and they're and Naruto's the One-Eyed King, and Sasuke he has he's heard about us, he's heard about Naruto and the One-Eyed King. So yeah, but right now, before the tuning exams happen, I'm going to leave the video off here for things, because I'm kind of getting tired and all that stuff, and people are making way too much noise in my house. So yeah. Oh yeah, and let me know down in the comments below if you guys want another one of my videos of what if Deku was a creepypasta. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.